This is Dr. Barting. The doctor is currently looking down at Cinderella. The doctor thinks, I am at a dilemma. Here's some context. Cinderella is a 70-year-old man who has been in a coma for 6 months. The hospital has been using its resources for these past 6 months in order to keep Cinderella's body functioning. But Dr. Barting clearly remembers Cinderella right before slipping away, begging to be euthanized if she did not wake up after 6 months of being in a coma. There was no written contract, but Cinderella had definitely made up her mind. Pause. Now what is euthanasia? According to Medical News Today, a doctor is allowed by law to end a person's life by a painless means, as long as the patient and their family agree. There are 3 parties involved in the situation: Dr. Barting, Cinderella, and Cinderella's dearest twin sister Cinderelli. Dr. Barting is conflicted because Cinderella has asked to die, but she does not agree with euthanasia. The decision ultimately falls on Cinderelli, who is Cinderella's only living relative. Is it strange that Cinderella asked to be euthanized in the first place? Actually, no. In fact, 85% of the general public believe that euthanasia for the terminally ill or those on life support should be an option, and 54% of medical practitioners support it as well. Cinderella believed that because it was his own body, he could choose whether or not he wanted to die. But the problem lies deeper than that. Dr. Barting upholds an oath that she made when she became a new physician, that her role as a healer, she would treat the ill to the best of one's ability. This oath is called the Hippocratic Oath, which is still one of the most sacred binding oaths in history. It may not be an oath that most doctors actually use, but Dr. Barting made one very similar to the Hippocratic Oath, except with even stricter ethics. Euthanasia would require Dr. Barting to kill her patient, which breaks the oath that she made. The problem of euthanasia lies even deeper for Cinderella's twin sister. As a devout Protestant Christian, Cinderella is heavily against euthanasia. Euthanasia devalues human life according to the Bible. This would apply for people who are religious or hold these morals. Verses such as Romans 5:3 or James 1:2-4 teach that human life should be held to the highest standard and never thrown away, which would include euthanasia. Dr. Barting decides to go over all the possible options with Cinderella before she considers euthanasia. He proposes the idea of hospice care or palliative care. Cinderella asks what hospice and palliative care are. Dr. Barting explains the hospice care is the idea of helping the patient while focusing on the quality of their life rather than the cure. This is often suggested for patients when they have less than 6 months to live. It doesn't mean that they give up on their life by any means, but they just stop the treatment and allow the patient to focus on aspects of their life that they actually care about. This is more of a support-based system. Hospice care can be stopped at any time. However, this is just one alternative to euthanasia. Approximately 1.4 million people receive hospice care, and there are 4,300 hospice care agencies. This goes to show how trusted hospice care is in providing support and attention to patients and helping them live a quality life. One example that we have is Aline. Aline was a 97-year-old woman. Aline's daughter explains how hospice care really helped Aline's condition improve. She was supported by a whole team who determined the right medicines she should have and improved the quality of her life by providing her with a chaplain, massage therapist, and social worker. She was able to celebrate her 97th birthday very happily, surpassing her expected lifetime by 1.5 years. Cinderella wants to know what palliative care is next. Dr. Barting explains that palliative care also focuses on the quality of the patient's life, while it emphasizes relief from the stress and symptoms of their serious condition. Palliative care can also be paired with treatment in curing the disease. Palliative care improves the quality of the patient's life by anticipating, preventing, and treating suffering. According to Center to Advance Palliative Care, CAPC, approximately 6 million people in the United States could benefit from palliative care, and about 92% of respondents to a poll stated that they would be likely to consider palliative care for a loved one if they had a serious illness. 92% of poll respondents also said it is important that palliative care services can be made available at all hospitals for patients with serious illnesses and their families. Dr. Barting asks Cinderella what she has decided.
Right, as Cinderella responds, Cinderella wakes up.